Hello again, friends. Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to do a breakdown of a recent commencement address by Arnold Schwarzenegger. There are a lot of takeaways for us as speakers in this breakdown, so let's get into it. Arnold Schwarzenegger has become for many people a symbol of the American dream. His success spans many different areas of life, and he's become a source of inspiration for a wide variety of people. As a college professor, I've heard many graduation speeches over the years, and in my estimation, Arnold is an underrated speaker. He uses humor very well, he tells excellent stories, he has confident delivery, his preparation is superb. He's really had a great life story since the 1970s, but this speech in particular works so well because it's very well crafted to inspire others. The speech has lots of individual strengths, but I want to do a breakdown on three main areas. First, his main thesis or theme. Second, his main points and how he uses those. And third, his left hook, or that move that really brings his message home. So first, we want to have a really strong theme or argument that we drive through every part of our presentation, and Arnold does this exceptionally well in this speech. If I were to paraphrase his message, I'd say it's this: it is important to realize that none of us do anything worthwhile alone. We all get help. And then he uses his own life story to bring that message home. Let's look at how he sets up this theme in the first part of his speech.
Now on your diplomas, there will only be one name on it, and this is yours. But I hope that doesn't confuse you, and that you think maybe that you made it that far by yourself. No, you didn't. It took a lot of help. None of us can make it alone. None of us. Not even the guy that is talking to you right now. I always tell people that you can call me anything that you want. You can call me Arnold, you can call me Schwarzenegger, you can call me the Austrian Oak, you can call me Schwarzi, you can call me Arnie, but don't ever call me a self-made man. This is so important for you to understand. I didn't make it that far on my own. I mean, to accept that credit would discount every single person that has helped me to get here today, that gave me advice, that made an effort, that gave me the time, that lifted me up when I fell. And it gives the wrong impression that we can do it alone. None of us can. The whole concept of the self-made man or woman is a myth. Now, I know you're going to say, look, we have read so many stories about you. Well, let me tell you, I have seen and heard and read those stories myself. I enjoy reading them, but the fact of the matter is, it is not the whole story. I would have never made it in my life without the help.
It's not the whole story. I would have never made it in life without help. His message is really clear right from the get-go here, and he's going to break it down into main points. So the second part I want to focus on is how we want to organize our main points into a clear, easy to follow pattern for our listeners. Arnold does this by looking at 5 areas of his life where he's received a lot of help from others: his childhood, bodybuilding career, show business, his time as the governor of California, and life in general in America.
I happen to be someone, for instance, that believes in God, that we were created by God. I know I wouldn't be here without my parents, creating me, nurturing me, feeding me, changing my diapers, loving me, hugging me, and all that. So you also read so many times that I decided from one day to the next to become a bodybuilding champion, and I started training 5 hours a day, and then I became the youngest Mr. Universe ever. Well, it is true. But the fact of the matter is, it's not the whole story, because the coaches taught me about powerlifting and weightlifting and bodybuilding. They helped me, and they nurtured me, they pushed me. And then eventually I saw a magazine with Reg Park on the cover. And that magazine, Reg Park, gave me my blueprint for my life. So it was Joe Weider that brought me to America, to the greatest country in the world, to give me the opportunity to train in Gold's Gym. But let me tell you, I had this one little apartment, and on Thanksgiving, the bodybuilders from Gold's Gym came to my apartment, and they brought me pillows, dishes, silverware, all of the things they didn't have. I would not have made any of that by myself. So this is why I don't believe in a self-made man. And even when it comes to show business, it was the same thing. Every manager, every studio executive said, you will never become a leading man. Look at your body, you look like a monster. They even belittle me with my accent. And plus your name, Schwarzen, Schnitzel, or whatever it is, even though it was very difficult, it was Dino De Laurentiis and Ed Pressman that came to me with Conan the Barbarian. That was for me the big breakthrough. And this is why I tell you, and every step of the way I had help, even when I ran for governor. And the biggest help, of course, I got was from America. This place has given me the opportunity, step after step, all the way through all my 3 careers and the millions and millions of dollars I made, all because of America. So thank you, America, for the great thing that you're doing for immigrants that come over here.
He hits these 5 points really hard, and by this point, Arnold has clearly established his argument. Nobody does it alone. We all need help. And he really sets up his left hook perfectly. In an inspirational or motivational speech, you want to pick up momentum as you go, and one great way to do that is to develop what some people call a left hook, that extra punch that takes the message to the next level. Arnold's left hook happens close to the end, where he broadens the conversation to the listeners, the graduates, and he helps them see how his thinking should apply to the next step of their lives.
And the reason why I want you to understand that is because as soon as you understand that you are here because of a lot of help, then you also understand that now is time to help others. That's what this is all about. You got to help others. Don't just think about yourself. Help others.
That's what this is all about. You've got to help others. He then gives several examples of how he has used his success to help others, his work with the Special Olympics, after-school programs, and visiting soldiers on military bases all over the world. This is an excellent graduation speech with lots of lessons to offer, even if you're only doing regular old presentations. I hope this breakdown has given you some takeaways for your own future presentations, and I'll let Arnold have the final word.
Because remember, in the end, we are not going to be remembered for how much we made, but for how much we have given.